Okay, so finally OnePlus have resumed the rollout of OxygenOS 16.1. If you guys remember, in past OnePlus stopped the rollout of OxygenOS 16 due to some reboot issue, and now it's currently rolling out for OnePlus 13R and OnePlus 15R. OnePlus 13s, OnePlus 15 already received the same update. So if you have any OnePlus 15R or 13R, you guys can check out for the OTA update inside the About section. In this video, we'll talk about all the changes. There are some changes which are coming with the upcoming builds, and one change which they haven't mentioned in the change logs. So we'll talk about everything in this video. But before that, guys, if you find the content useful to you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing. So here I have my OnePlus 15R on which I've already received the OTA update. So let me show you the About section first. Here you can see it says OxygenOS 16.0.7, but it's actually 16.1 based build. If you take a look at the version number 16.0.7.200, and this version comes with 1st May 2026 security patch. And the update size was quite huge for my OnePlus 15R. If you take a look at the update size, it is 2.17 GB. By default, you guys won't see it in the update section. You guys can go to the beta section. I mean the beta program. Tapping here, you should see the update in the release candidate section. And guys, I've been telling the release candidate versions are stable build, not the beta builds. In the change logs, now we do have this drop down menu which expands the change logs for your particular device. Also, like before, you get to see the preview of any particular change which they have mentioned, and along with that they have also given an option to try now directly from the update section. For example, if you guys are not aware about this change where it's exactly available, you can tap on try now and it will redirect you to that particular feature. A short break, TechiBee family. If you are someone who carries multiple gadgets every day, like smartphone, earbuds, smartwatches, tablets, or even laptops, then this Agaro 20,000 mAh 65 watt power bank is actually a very useful gadget. This is not just a power bank, because along with the massive 20,000 mAh battery, you also get a 65 watt fast charging speed. You get built-in Type-C cable and a lightning cable. Two ports, one is for the USB-A and the Type-C. So whether you are using Android, iPhone, tablets, earbuds, or even USB Type-C laptop, this thing can basically handle almost everything. Design looks quite premium with this matte finish and glossy display on the front. Even with such a large battery capacity, the size still feels manageable for a daily travel or carrying inside a backpack. The biggest convenience factor over here is definitely the built-in cables. You already get integrated Type-C and a lightning cable, which means you don't even have to carry extra wires inside the bag. Now coming to the charging performance, this is where this power bank gets really impressive. The Type-C port supports up to 65 watt output, which means you can easily charge a compatible laptop along with your smartphones and tablet. The charging speed is quite fast during my usage, especially for flagship devices. One important thing to remember is that fast charging depends on three factors: the power bank, compatible port, the cable being used, and the charging device itself. Another thing I really liked here is the LED display on the front. Instead of only showing the battery percentage, it also shows you the real-time charging information like voltage and current, which gives much more premium and tech-focused experience. Another major advantage is multiple device charging. The power bank can charge up to 4 devices simultaneously, so you can easily charge your phone, earbuds, smartwatch, and any other gadget together without constantly switching the cables. Agaro has also included important safety protections like overcharging protection, overheating protection, and short circuit protection, so the charging experience feels safe and reliable. Now obviously, since this is 20,000 mAh power bank with 65 watt fast charging, it's not ultra lightweight, but honestly that's expected considering the battery size and the performance it offers. Overall, if you want a powerful all-in-one charging solution for your smartphones, accessories, or even your laptop, then this Agaro 65 watt power bank is definitely a solid option to check out. Now let's continue with the video. Also included important safety protections like overcharging protection, overheating protection, and short circuit protection, so the charging experience feels safe and reliable. Now obviously, since this is 20,000 mAh power bank with 65 watt fast charging, it's not ultra lightweight, but honestly that's expected considering the battery size and the performance it offers. Overall, if you want a powerful all-in-one charging solution for your smartphones, accessories, or even your laptop, then this Agaro 65 watt power bank is definitely a solid option to check out. Now let's continue with the video. First, let's talk about that particular change which they haven't mentioned in the change logs, and which is related to cloned application. Going inside the app cloner, selecting any one application. Previously we could create only one cloned application, but now you can see we have an option to create 3 cloned applications. For example, if you enable this, first one automatically gets created, second one you have an option to add on clone, and you can also create a third one. So in total you can have 4 applications, I mean one the original app and another 3 will be cloned application. Quite useful for people who have multiple accounts. And you can also select which application you want to open as default, the original one or the first clone, second clone or the third clone. So this is the change which they haven't mentioned in the change logs. And after that guys, we are also getting a new feature called audio sharing, where you can share the audio with another person and share the similar music. So for that you just have to select that particular earbuds and enable pairing mode. Once you do that, you'll see the name of that particular earbud and you can just tap on audio sharing. Currently this feature is not being added on OxygenOS 16.1, but with the upcoming build it will be mostly added. And guys, one more thing which I was checking out, like many users of OnePlus 13R, while updating their device, the update process stopped at somewhere around 80% or 90%. In that case, what you can do is just go to the app section, app management, search for the software update, first enable show system and search for software update. Open this application, go to storage and from here clear data. Once you do that, you won't face any kind of issues downloading or installing the latest build of OxygenOS 16. I saw many users were complaining about this, but using this method, it can be easily fixed. And with this update guys, overall animations are a lot improved. You consider floating windows or opening or closing the applications. Compared to previous builds, the animation overall feels a lot faster on this latest build. And it's not only about opening or closing the animations, the touch interaction inside the applications are also a lot improved now after this update. You don't get to see any kind of jitters now. You can see here inside the notes application also, the transitions are very smooth now. Even now the transitions while opening or closing the control center or the notification panel have also been improved after this latest update. And also the transparency on the control center and notification panel feels a lot improved, and it kind of gives the vibe of liquid glass design. Though it's not exactly liquid glass design, but a frosted glass design. Along with that, you can also see a glowing effect around the tiles in the control center. Though if you guys don't want that, you can disable it by going to the home screen in lock screen settings, going to more, tapping on textured visual effect, and from here you can disable contour glow. So once you disable, you won't see any kind of glow effect around the tiles or you consider anywhere inside the UI. But once you enable, this is how it looks. Another change on the lock screen is like whenever you tap on any of the number, you'll see a glow effect here. And after that, next major change they have done when it comes to the lock screen, like now you can see all the notifications towards the bottom side in a pill shape, and you can slide and switch between the applications easily. And if you see that transition, it looks so nice while switching the applications. And also with a single click, you can open that particular application on the full screen. And if you see the transition while switching the applications, it is a lot smoother on OxygenOS 16.1. And all these things you guys can also see in the full screen always on display. So this is how it will look on the full screen always on display. And the same thing goes with the other applications like the timer and more. If you have enabled full screen always on display, you can still see the live activities on the always on display. And also all the notifications now will appear towards the bottom side. If you slide slowly, you can see how beautiful the animations look on the lock screen after the update of OxygenOS 16.1. After that, the next change is layer to AI translate, where it says never struggle with the foreign menu again. Translate menus with AI complete dish visuals, prices with automatic currency conversion. Tapping on try now. So here you can see, you'll see a pop-up in the translate application. Tapping on got it. So I'll open up camera application. I'll upload an image of Chinese menu. So here I have the image. Now AI will automatically analyze this data and show me the dishes along with the images. You can see here on this particular image, we don't have the images of food items, or you can say dishes. Depending on the menu, it might take some extra time. Once it's done, you can tap on try, and here you'll have the list of all the items present in that particular menu. Let's wait for it to load. Once done, you can see even without the images, the AI have created the image of particular dishes along with the pricing, the name being written in English. And if in that menu you have different items like like vegetables, ice cream, that will be displayed here on the top side. Currently there are only two options being displayed. Tapping on others, you can see we have things like pork and tomato, pork and green beans, etc. After that, what you can do is just add these items and you have an option to show it to staff. It also converts the currency, which you can see here. Tapping on show to staff, like you can show to the staff what exactly you are looking for, and if he is not able to read, you can just tap on listen to. So very handy feature being added in the translate application. And it's not like you need internet for that. You can just go to the settings and download offline packages. Depending on whichever country you are traveling and the language being used in that particular country, you can download that and use this feature even offline. After that, they have done some changes in the photos application also. So let me open up the photos application, and here if I select few photos, let's take 3 examples. Tapping on collage, I'll select this photo. Tapping on pop out. Previously the pop out used to happen only towards the top side, but now you can see it also happens towards the bottom side. But on this particular build, I'm not sure why we are not getting the option to change the direction. Might be a bug, because on other devices like OnePlus 15 we do have an option of pop out direction. That's currently missing here on this particular update. Let me know if you guys have that option on your OnePlus 15R, and also share the version of the gallery application if it's there. Now the document scanning is a lot faster compared to previous builds. So let me show you that. I'll scan this document, you can see, and I'll also scan this which has a table here. Once I have scanned, I just have to tap on this icon. Now AI will analyze the content from here, and towards the bottom side you can see we have an option of AI extract, where AI can now even extract text, images, or even tables. So let me show you that. I'll select this image, tap on AI extract, and you can see the table have been extracted the way it was present on that particular box, or you can say document. Later on you can export it, copy, and everything you guys will find it in the document application. So this is a new application being added on OnePlus smartphones, where you'll have access to all your scanned documents at one place. So another useful feature. After that, if you take a look at the camera application got completely revamped. Now we have all these options towards the bottom side, and you also have this slide gesture. Like if you swipe up, a pop-up will appear showing you guys different settings. More, you'll see a nice pop-up option which brings things like night, high res, pano, pro video, etc. So these are the changes what you'll see in the camera application. After that, talking about the changes on the home screen, so now you get an option like, for example, if you long press, you have a tab towards the left top side which says organize. Tapping on it, you get three options: by category, by color, or layout. So if you select the first option, which is by category, AI will analyze the content and create a proper category on the home screen. After that, if you want, you can apply that particular layout, and once you have applied, if you long press again, go to organize section, under layout history, you'll find that particular layout. Let me show you another example by selecting the color option, and if I apply now, so basically with this option, all the apps are categorized based on their color, like the black, white, brown, and reddish color. And if you apply this thing, that thing also gets saved inside the layout section. Here you can see we had two layouts which are now automatically being shown here. So with a single tap, I can get that particular layout, so I don't have to arrange again and again. After that, if you go to the app drawer, we have the apps with blue app icon, then we have the red, kind of yellowish or orangish you can say, then green, white, and the black. So you can search the applications based on their color now. After that, you can also adjust the speaker sound effect via equalizer. For that, you just have to go to settings, sounds and vibration. Under sound effects, you can see we have a new option called custom. Going inside this, you can select the equalizers, or if you want, you can set custom presets. Inside the battery application, if you guys have used portable hotspot, that thing will also be displayed here inside the battery usage by apps. I mean under the battery usage by apps. So guys, these are all the changes what you guys will see on your OnePlus R series. If you guys have any kind of questions, let me know in the comment section below. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.